ever scrolled through Instagram comments and, like, wish you could signal something about the ones that felt off? Well,
Yeah,
Instagram might be listening
they might be.
because they're testing out a dislike button for comments.
It's true, and this could be a lot more than a simple thumbs down.
Really?
Yeah, it really has the potential to reshape the entire Instagram experience.
I mean, I get that people want a way to flag negativity, but how could a simple dislike button change everything?
Well, think about it. Right now, Instagram is all about likes and hearts
Right.
and positive reinforcement.
Right.
Introducing a dislike system kind of injects a whole new dynamic.
Yeah.
Suddenly, there's a way to publicly disagree and to push back against ideas,
Right.
and that has the potential to get messy.
Okay. I see where you're going with this, but Instagram isn't exactly known for, like, fiery debates, is it?
Right.
It's more about sharing pretty pictures and aspirational lifestyles.
Yeah, and that's what makes this so interesting.
Yeah.
Instagram is trying to thread a very fine needle here. They want to give users more control over their experience without turning the platform into like a battleground of negativity.
So it's not just about giving people a way to vent their frustrations.
Hmm.
It's about Instagram trying to find, like, a balance.
Exactly. And to understand this a little better, we need to look at what we know so far about this new feature.
Okay.
What's fascinating here is they're testing this on both feed posts and reels,
Oh, wow.
suggesting they're serious about implementing it across the platform.
So it's not just a little experiment tucked
Mhm.
away in some corner of the app.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the mechanics of it? Is it going to be like Reddit, where everyone can see how many dislikes a comment gets?
That's a great question. And interestingly, no, the dislike count will be private,
Oh,
only visible to the person who posted the comment.
yeah.
Um, Instagram's head, Adam Mosseri, actually mentioned this in a Threads post,
Hmm.
emphasizing that the goal is to provide a way to privately signal agreement or disagreement.
Okay, so no public shaming or dislike wars, at least not directly.
Hmm.
But I'm guessing these dislikes won't just disappear into the void.
You're absolutely right. While we don't know the exact details yet, it's probably safe to assume that these dislikes will feed into Instagram's algorithm in some way.
That's where things get really interesting.
Yeah.
What could that look like? Will downvoted comments be hidden altogether or just pushed further down?
That's the million-dollar question, and this is where the comparison to Reddit becomes crucial.
Okay.
Reddit's upvote downvote system heavily influences comment visibility and ranking,
Right.
essentially shaping the entire conversation. Imagine if Instagram adopted a similar approach.
Hmm.
A flood of dislikes could potentially bury a comment,
Right.
effectively silencing it even if it doesn't violate any community guidelines.
That's a little unsettling.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder if this could be used to silence dissenting opinions or create echo chambers where only certain viewpoints are heard.
It's a valid concern, and it raises the question of how much power we want to give to the algorithm. Do we want a system that automatically filters out content based on popularity,
Mm.
or do we want to preserve a space for diverse voices and perspectives?
It's a tough one. On one hand, I can see how this could help weed out truly harmful or abusive comments.
Right.
But on the other hand, it could also lead to a more sanitized,
Yeah.
less authentic Instagram experience.
That's the dilemma Instagram is grappling with.
Right.
And it's not just about the comment section itself. This has implications for content creators as well.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine you're a creator trying to build a community.
Right.
Suddenly you have to worry about not just likes and comments, but also this hidden layer of dislikes that could impact your reach and engagement.
Exactly. Could create a climate of fear where creators are less likely to take risks or express controversial opinions.
Right.
They might feel pressured to only post content that's guaranteed to generate positive feedback.
And that could lead to a more homogenous, less interesting Instagram overall.
Precisely, it's about finding that balance between fostering a positive environment and allowing for genuine expression, even if it's not always pretty.
So what does this mean for the average Instagram user? Is this something we should be worried about?
I wouldn't say worried, but definitely aware.
Okay.
It's important to understand the potential implications of this feature
Right.
and to think critically about how it might change the way we interact on the platform.
It's almost like we're entering a new era of social media,
Mm.
one where our every interaction carries more weight, even the seemingly insignificant ones.
It's a shift in power dynamics. We're giving algorithms more control over what we see and how we experience the online world.
Right.
And that comes with both opportunities and risks.
So this dislike button isn't just a small tweak, it's a game changer for Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to control negativity,
Mm.
but also accidentally unleashing a whole new set of challenges.
You hit the nail on the head. It's a fascinating experiment, and only time will tell what the long-term impact will be, but it's definitely something worth paying attention to.
It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I mean, we all want a more positive online experience,
for sure.
but at what cost?
Right.
Are we willing to sacrifice some authenticity and open dialogue for a more curated, less messy feed?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah?
And it's something we all need to think about as we, you know,
Yes.
navigate this evolving social media landscape.
It's funny, we often talk about algorithms like they're these mysterious forces beyond our control,
Right.
but in a way we're shaping them
Yeah,
with every comment and now potentially dislike.
exactly. We're feeding the beast, so to speak.
Yeah.
And it's important to be mindful of what we're feeding it.
Mm.
Are we contributing to a more thoughtful and diverse online world?
Right.
Or are we inadvertently reinforcing echo chambers and silencing dissenting voices?
Yeah. It's a lot of responsibility, especially when you consider how much time we spend scrolling through these platforms.
It is.
But hey, maybe that's the takeaway here.
Yeah.
Maybe this dislike button experiment, regardless of its outcome, is a reminder to be more conscious of our own online behavior.
I think that's a great point. We tend to focus on the technology itself,
Right.
but ultimately it's the human element that shapes the online experience.
Right.
It's our choices, our interactions
Yeah.
that determine whether these platforms become forces for good or simply echo chambers of negativity.
So what do you say? Let's all try to be a little more mindful, a little more deliberate in our online interactions.
Yeah,
Maybe that's how we create a better Instagram, one dislike button at a time.
I couldn't agree more.
And hey, if you're curious to see how this whole dislike button thing plays out, stay tuned.
Yeah.
We'll definitely be keeping an eye on it and sharing any updates.
If you liked this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel.